Wait 1 second, make sure I am recording. Hello and welcome back to Minecraft Jungle Paradise Golden Age, episode 213. Hopefully you are all doing okay today and staying safe, make sure I am recording. My throat there. Gotta take a drink of water just before we begin. But hopefully you are all doing okay today and staying safe. It's currently like 6 hours until New Year's. So this will be uploaded just before New Year's. It's weird to think. It's almost 1 year since we started Jungle Paradise Golden Age. And in just 1 year, well not even a full year yet, we have done over 213 episodes if you count this one. But hopefully you are doing okay today and safe. Okay, I should also have a question of the day while we're getting started. And that is, what are you doing for New Year's? That's my question of the day. Top side 4. And I delete top side 2 and top side 3. Okay. So the question of the day is what are you doing for New Year's? Are you going to be celebrating it, or you just chilling it out and just waiting until it passes? Let's see. Okay, I should. Sorry, I'm just trying to clear my throat there. Let's see. So, last time we continued building this. We completed the second bit. I completed that one over there off camera last episode. Well, last episode before I started last episode, I finished off that bit. And I did half of this and then we finished that on camera. And now we are going to be finishing number 3 and then number 4. But it has turned out that it's a bit shorter than expected. So, I could raise it up by a few blocks. That is possible. Or, wait 1 second, How could I revolutionize this idea? Wait 1 second. Okay, let me put my mini-map away. I'm going to take another drink of water, because I have just gotten a sot. So, sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my throat there now. Let's see, I just ate and it's, singing at the back of my throat there now. Okay, So, I was thinking, what if I just double that by like 2 or 3? I would say 2, because we could make this ring, and then we could increase the size of this original one, and then we could have the spike bit that goes over be larger. I think that could work. I'm starting to not really like these spikes that we have done over here. And I might actually change that up in the future. Or maybe, next episode if we have time. But we need to head back to village 1. Well, give me 1 second. Don't know what's wrong with my throat there now. Okay, just melon seeds and a bottle of them there. Okay, I might have taken this gravel while I'm here. It looks like this is unexplored areas that I never actually took anything from. So it looks like we have a little area that we can... Wait, we have explored this, but I don't think we found this chest over here. Let's see, Let me try and think. Just itch my nose a second. I could mine a bunch of this outwards. So how long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If I mine 14 blocks, just a bit down the hallway, so 14 blocks right here, that's 1, 2, 3, you gotta be kidding me, there's a bit behind here. Okay, let's see. Well, I'll just mine as much as we can get out of here. Okay, so the reason why I'm mining them now is so we can get more stone bricks for building the ring. But this will also include building the, you know, bigger structure that we also need to build. You know what? You know, we haven't really given our 150 wide block project a proper name. So, as it is coming up to New Year's, I might as well just call it the New Year's structure. I think that might be a pretty good idea. How about that? You can tell me in the comment section. How about, you know, naming it the New Year's structure, or the 2022 structure? No. Let's see, 2021 structure. I'm trying to think of a good name for it. So if you have any ideas for names for this ginormous structure that it is the biggest structure I've ever built in Minecraft Jungle Paradise altogether. Let's see. So I guess it does deserve the honor of being named something great. I could name it something in a different language. We could try that. You know, these could be good blocks for decoration, huh? How about that? Permafrost, but for decoration. I think that could work. You know, who thinks about using permafrost for decoration, huh? Let's see. You know, it's very lucky we are under our, you know, desert village, also known as Village 1, Mashalden. I gave it the name Mashalden, not Miss Halden, Mashalden. And I think it's a pretty good name, but I'm very lucky that I, you know, got rid of the Better Beast Reforged, or Better Creatures Reforged mod before this, or we would have been running into like 20 Amets altogether. I really hate Amets. Not the real life, you know, counterpart, but the, you know, Amets are actually a real mythical creature if you did not know that. Let's see. But I'm talking about, you know, the non-real one. That's, you know, Minecraft's version, well, this mod's version. Let's see. Makes me hate Amets. I don't actually know where the Amet actually originates from. I'm thinking it might be India, or it might be Europe, or Africa. I'm thinking it might be Africa, maybe Europe, maybe the Americas. I think it might be the Americas. Let's see. You know, did I ever pack any stone for this building project? Where's my build stuff? Imagine I just packed tons of it. No, I didn't pack any. Okay, well, I might as well use this shulker box to my advantage. And I will mine up this coal, as we can always say, there's never enough coal to go around when you're smelting stuff. I should know that for sure, because I've ran out of coal many times just trying to smelt, you know, large items. Those large stacks of items. Let's see. You know, it would be a kind of really cool build if we could uncover this entire mine shaft. That would be kind of cool, huh? Let's see. Yeah, we'll see that do. Yo, it's not actually that bad of, you know, mining out. Get nice stone out of here. Let's see, I'm feeling a little bit sick. in my mouth, so I'm going to take a drink of water. Some water just spurted all over the place. Just went pew. Okay, that's a bit better. Well, we will continue on mining here. I will collect the stuff that's on the ground just there, because I want to make sure I have collected everything and no waste any scraps of stone. Let's see. Yeah, I would say this is pretty good. Some iron here. Don't have room in there for iron, do I? Let's see. Throw that away a second. Maybe I'll just shove this in here. If we want to go mine some iron, we might go mine some iron. Might be useful to mine up some iron. I'm not collecting permafrost for decoration anyway. Actually, I think I might actually leave this back down here. And I do have a reason why I'm going to leave this back down here. The reason is, when I come back for next year's Christmas stuff, I might as well actually decorate my base to be more Christmassy. A little bit more better than adding a Christmas tree and adding up tinsel. That's pretty much I can't speak now, I'm so sorry. Let's see. So, I only added tinsel and a Christmas tree for Christmas. But hopefully we can, decorate it a little bit more better for next year. If you have any ideas, it will, help. Let's see. Okay, let's break that, place that there. Okay, there is all this to be mined, so I might as well mine this now. It's not bad of a mining operation, huh? Let's see. Getting quite a lot of stone. But from my calculations, this is not going to be enough stone for everything, so we will have to keep on mining. Let's see. It did cost me a lot of time mining the last time to get, that +1 done, because we ran short. The first ring part. Let's see this bit over here, if I can show it. So this one over here, I ran out like halfway with, the supplies on top. So I had to go off camera, mine some more, and then I used that to finish it. And then the stuff that I had left over, I put in a chest for next episode, that was last episode. And I used that to place as much as possible for the, newer bit of this build. And I would say we actually did a pretty good job on building this. But it does really kind of look like a hexagon or a shield. We could probably make it a shield if you want, huh? Would that be kind of cool if we made it a bit more shield-like? Well, it's already kind of shield-like. But kind of looks like one of the emeralds or diamonds from some fantasy game. Nah, it's not Legend of Zelda. That's like the emeralds in this game. Let's see. Okay, this is actually going quite well. Gotta mine as much as I can. But while we're mining, I might as well have a question of the day. What should the question of the day be? Get out of here. Get out of here. I really hate, thingy spiders, what do you call them? Cave spiders. They're quite annoying, and I have died many times in a, series because of them. Let's see. Also, I was thinking about actually doing Hex at 1 again, just to see how far we could get. Problem is, if I am doing End again, we're going to have to, I think I might remove a mod, but I don't think removing a mod would be wise. The reason is, in not Jungle Paradise, Hexit, what do you call it? The thing that I hate about Hexa 1 is the end. They've used a mod that makes it like hardcore, and it has like traps and all that stuff and end tower thingies, and it is super hard, and I do not want to actually go through all that torture again, because I was supposed to have a bed on me and place down a bed, but that didn't actually work, and then I died like 6 times. Had to keep going in creative and all that. Let's see. But if we do Hexit 1 again, Hexit again. Let's see. We probably do it a lot better. Already know what I would do. You know, mine up diamonds, like in Hexit 1 and Hexit 2. Like, diamonds are probably the best thing to get, but also battle towers are pretty good, because, you know, there's so many stuff in the battle tower that you can actually use. Let's see. It looks like we have built up to max capacity. Well, not really, the wrong thing. Now we have built up to max capacity. Netherwood planks? Why do I have that? That was always on me a while ago, but... Okay, now we have one more room, and I will fill that up now. That's not enough stone. That is definitely not enough stone. We've already mined out a lot of this area, and I might as well keep on mining so we can, you know, actually... Ooh, gravel. No one said I could not mine gravel, so I'm going to mine this gravel up. Gravel only has one use really to me, because it doesn't look good with this texture pack. Well, it looks better than the normal gravel now. But gravel has a very important use to me, and that's concrete. I never used to use concrete back in the day. I always used like wool. But wait, I used to use concrete. Well, not concrete. I used to use wool a lot in my builds. And one of the structures that we made an overhaul with concrete, I think, was our... No, wait, wool and glass. That was it. I was wondering what the second thing was there. Was our Comter garden that we added colour to with the colour glass. And eventually... Sorry about that. Eventually, we used concrete. I can't remember where we started using concrete. We used it for something, but I can't remember where. It's weird to think how big the world is in my world, because, you know, I used to never actually care about the surroundings in Jungle Paradise. But now, you know, I do care about it. Well, I think I did care about the surroundings. I didn't really care about it in Jungle Paradise 1 because I burnt down an entire forest just to, you know, get some room. To, you know, build and do, you know, little farm areas. Let's see. But I do think we did a pretty good job in preserving the nature around us. There is a lot of, you know, areas that require a bit of nature, like some of these bits here have been hit by lightning strikes and all that. They need a bit of, you know, repairing. But we have preserved a lot of the nature around here. We kind of got sidetracked there, and I can't remember why. Yeah, we were talking about, you know, nature and also concrete. Let's see. Yeah, I'll probably use more concrete in Minecraft, Jungle Paradise, Golden Age, more than any time in my Minecraft, you know, entire time that I've been playing Minecraft. Point is, I never used to know how to make concrete, and back in the day, you know, concrete was like a creative item or something. That's what we thought, but you know, turns out it's not a creative item, and it's been an item that you can craft since like 2012, 2013. I don't know when 1.12.2, the one that we're playing on now, came out. I think it was like 2012, 2013. Well, Minecraft came out in like not 20. 11. 2009. No, wait, it came out in 2011. 1.0. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Do I have room in here to put some stuff? Yes, I do. And I throw whatever I do not want on me the now. Right there too, and I probably... I was going to say burn it, but I don't have any iron on me the now. Let's see. One iron there. Okay, that should be enough to make some slint, and we can burn that. I use the slint to burn the slint. Let's see. Anything else that we do not need? Nah, that's pretty much it. And I continue to light up this as we, you know, go along. This would actually be a pretty good area for farming for slimes. I've just realised that. Let's see. Let's place that back down there. Let's see. Could mine this way a little bit. There's a little bit of stone over here. Yeah, I would say we're doing a pretty good job at mining out as much as stone as possible. This entire episode is probably just going to be me mining stone and then starting to place it. Let's see. I was thinking I could start Hex at 1 today, but do I have the time? I don't know. It is like 6 or 5 hours now till, you know, New Year's, so I might have time. Who knows? Let's see. Don't know why I'm mining the ground now, but I am. There, even. Break that a second. Now, better. Okay, I would say that's a pretty good mine there. And I do think that should be enough for what we need today to finish this build. Let's see, throw that away, throw that away. And that should be efficiency 2, I don't really need that. Rotten slash, I have plenty of that at home. That should all burn. There we go. Now to go back to the build site. Wrong area. No, wait. Turn that way. It's all loading back up. Okay, that should be enough stone bricks to actually finish this build. Let's see. Okay, we grab all the stuff out the red one, and then we have to take it out the other one after this. Okay, let's see. Okay, how does that one go? I don't actually know. Okay, I should be doing like holes at this bit. Like there's supposed to be like 2 blocks in between, I think. Or is that the end? Yeah, 2 blocks. This bit here. And there we go. Yeah, that should actually work. Let's see. Okay. Break that. Place this. Actually, that's a bit too tall because I'm going from the... I'm doing this fully. When I... No, wait. I'm doing this too little. I just realised that. It's supposed to go like this along the entire thing. Is that at the roof? Yep. Or am I wrong? Did I make a mistake by increasing that in size? No, it can't be, because... Ah, it's actually one block shorter than the original bit. Ah, that makes a bit more sense. Okay. Well, it goes, it already goes down by this height. Put that away, put that there. Okay, that should work. Okay, let's see. And I will increase this in size over here. Yeah, I would say this is actually going quite nicely. Okay. I should have another question of the day. What is... I feel like I made a mistake here. Because it goes 3 blocks. Ah, there. That should work. I think that's how it's supposed to work. I don't actually know. Hopefully I've not made a mistake here. And break all of that. Break all of this. That should work. Okay, let's see. That is nope. So that should be there. And that to be expanded by 1. Okay. Seems to have made a mistake here. Wait. Where's the mistake? Okay. Let me actually count this out again. So, this should be... That is the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1. Found a mistake. Another mistake here. Okay, wait 1 second. Did I? Well, that should be going up by 1 and that should be getting destroyed. Okay. There we go. We're actually solving the problems that have been found. Let's see, that'd be 2. So that'd be 1, 2, 3. And that would be it looks like I must have made a mistake on somewhere around here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that's 3 lines there. 4, 5. That's 5 lines. That bit should be filled up, and that bit there should be destroyed. Okay, that'll work. Actually, that doesn't really work, but it does make another problem, because that should be there. Aha! Oh wait. Have I been making problems this entire time? Let's go check out the other entrance. I have to rebuild this. Yeah, this goes up by 2 blocks. Let's check that again. So 1, 2, and that's where this should actually be. So, let me check something quite quickly. You're not in there. What? Where is it? Where is it? It's not in the red one, is it? There it is. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna waste all my time breaking all of these, so next best thing, blowing it up. Problem is it can't be too close. The problem with stone bricks is it's very invincible. Okay, let's see. Place that there, place that there. Need to destroy all of that. And that. Actually, I think I did something like that. No. It should connect perfectly. Just break that. The reason why it's not working or looking nice is because it's the problem. Let's see. I got this TNT for another project that I had planned in the future, but I might as well, waste it here. As I do not want to work on breaking all of this. And plus you never really get to see me use... Oh no. That actually worked out quite well. A lot of the resources were, destroyed, but that does not really matter. Okay, so 2 blocks up. Is the real tunnel bit. Yes, that should work. Okay, we're going to have to do this backwards. One of the hardest things to do is doing your build backwards, so 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? No. How does it work? It goes 34 singles, right? But I never measured how much it is to connect. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't see it from this distance. Okay, let me see. I can see it properly here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11. That's because it isn't pulling inwards. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. Let's see. I could just make it like the other side. We started here or something. And let's see. Okay, that should be better. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, 11. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I was going to use dirt, but I don't have any dirt. Might as well just use cobble. Wait, what number was I on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 blocks, right? Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, wait. 19. Wait, did I say 19 already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, yeah, it's 19. Just making sure there. Don't you dare fire at me again. A lot of resources on the ground and some TNT that needs to be cleaned up. So it's currently 19. We need to make it 20. The reason why I'm widening it is so we know where it's supposed to go. With no mistakes being made from now on. This is 19. I shall mark it as so. So that would be Wrong block. I think I might as well just do this part too. I do want to get this project done today. That's one of my main goals for this structure, is to get done today. And do I have polished granite? Yes I do, because that is where stone is held. Just make it all into that. Stop that. Okay, let's see. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and that'll be where that is started. That should work. Okay, you can see that way we're, you know, going this way. I will have to destroy all that soon, but I can leave it floating for now. It does not really matter about breaking certain things, like, you know, that now. I reline that out, and I will be making supports for these to make it look like they're actually being held up by something and not, you know, floating in thin air. Let's see. But I say we're doing pretty good with this project so far. So we're at 20, right? Wait, I should be counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yep, that's pretty good. Let's see, that's 20, 21 right now, 22, 23, that zombie's following me, 24, 25, 26, wait, that's 25, that's 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. Let's recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And now 26 will now be forming. 27 is now being formed. 28 is now being formed. 29 now being formed. 30 will be now formed. 31 now being formed. 32 now being formed. 33, 34. What? Wait, what? Why? Why am I all? Why am? Why is it not? simple mistake. I've come to kill you all now. I've had enough of you. Get out of here. And you get out of here too. Ah. Yeah, I just wanted to build one structure, huh? And now I have to go back up here. Okay, let's see. And now I have to go and destroy all of this. That works out pretty well. Keep forgetting about that. I just put it there. Okay, let's see. We also need to collect this valuable TNT here, because I don't want it left up here and accidentally getting hit or something with lightning. That would be pretty bad. But we tear down as much of the structure here as possible. And we just leave that rest over there for another time. I'm not doing that bit now. Okay, let's see. And breaking all of that. A lot of resources on the ground that need to be picked up. Actually, that does not really need to be broken that much. Well, pass that back a second. That bit down there needs to be broken because that is a new formation there. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, almost fell down there. I don't think we're gonna get this done today. I'd be very mad if we can't get it done today. All I wanted to do was just make this build as fast as possible, but it's taken even longer than the other biggest structure for the longest time did. That was our waterway area up here. I cleared so much dirt. I filled that entire double chest with all the dirt. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Sorry about that. Let's see. Okay, that works. Okay, let's destroy all of this now. Valuable stone bricks that I was using. Let's see. Yeah, I could just smelt, what do you call it, cobble, and just turn it into stone and then use that stone for the build. But a cobble generator, not that, efficient for me. Oh, this is quite cool. Maybe in the future we do a floating bridge of, this wood and stone bricks. I think that might be a cool idea. It kind of really looks nice up in the air. Okay, that's working. Uh-oh. Well, I need to collect all this down here anyway. Okay, we quickly pick up all this stuff down here. That is a lot of resources down here. Let's see. Yeah, this is actually forming out quite nicely. How does it look on the map? It's a bit more, lined, kinda. I might have, made a bad decision or something, and it's, you know, not calling my outlets properly. But, you know, we can't really do much about that now. Ah, it must have been on the outside. I made this on the inside. That's why it doesn't line up properly. This bit over here, I made it in the inside, the zigzags, when they're supposed to be on the outside to go out further, to be more rounder. That's why this one goes outwards, this one goes inwards. So that's why there's a mistake on how much, you know, stone goes here. Let's see. Did I collect everything? No, there's still plenty around here. Well, pick up as much as possible. Stop trying to eat this. It's stone bricks, sheep. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I don't think there's any other resources that need to be picked up now. Apart from this one up here. Oh, I could have been using this bed, you know, for so many times that I needed sleep. Let's see. I'll probably just put that there. Throw that away. And now to walk around, I do see that tower slime there, and I'm killing you. Because I have many bad memories of you killing me. That's a pretty good build so far, I would say. It didn't actually come out as well as I wanted it to. But it doesn't really matter. What matters is we pushed our limits on what our imagination can actually do. And what a simple dream. That I had a dream, and that's why I came up with this idea. It had the zigzags, it was a big ginormous ring, it went around the mountain. And it zigzagged inwards. And I think that was, you know, pretty cool. Problem is trying to recreate it. Not very well. Well, you know, if I ever wanna, I can just tear it down, rebuild. It's the whole point of Minecraft. Build, rebuild, mine, rebuild, craft. That's why it's called Minecraft. You mine and craft. All the time. Let's see. Yeah, that works out quite well. Okay, let's see. Now I need to remember how this goes so we can actually do it again. You know what? I could actually make a walkway around it. I just had a thought, and it was, imagine if I could walk around the circle. Like if we were to terraform the top by using some wood, you know, place some wood, a wood line, that would be pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of the dam idea that we had. Well, the dam idea that we turned into a real thing if we look back at our home base. Sorry, the world keeps loading up the map, so. This is the dam that I was talking about. We built this a long time ago. It's weird to think it's been over 213 episodes. And here we are. With full, very OP armor. But the problem is it's not really OP because... The problem is with this armor is it's very weak to certain mods. Because there's certain mods that add in like super more powerful armor, making my armor totally useless. Like the Better Creatures Reforged, there was a few enemies in there that could easily take me down in a few hits. Kinda like the Warden in the new Minecraft update that they're adding. Let's see. Yeah, I'd be quite looking forward to fight the Warden. Let's see. The problem is, you don't really know what's got to happen after... Well, we already know what's happening for 1.20. Yeah, 1.20. problem is, what happened to just being simple, huh? Minecraft used to be so simple. We're getting all these, you know, cool things now. But we could easily just do this all with mods before, huh? Like, I like the new terrain. You know, it adds a bit more depth to the world. Problem is, traversing terrain has always been hard in Minecraft. It's not like they're gonna add like a jet or something. Well, they did add the elytra, so that's kind of like a jet. But I can't remember what we were talking about. Let's see. What we were talking about. Let me think. Okay. Minecraft used to be a lot more better when it's simple. It doesn't mean that the new updates are not as good as the older updates. It's just, what do you call it? The world is already, you know, so beautiful. We could just add anything that we want with mods. Like, I could add the Aether if I wanted a cloud, you know, environment. I wanted to live up in the clouds, add the Aether. Or add in, like, oh, I want to go to the moon, Galacticraft. But a lot of the time, a lot of the new stuff that they're actually adding into Minecraft was originally a mod. But then it just, you know, oh, this is a new Minecraft feature. When it was a mod before. And it basically, I think, yeah, a few things, oh wait. We are out of stone. Are we? Yeah, we're out of stone. Why does this thing need so much stone? I mined so much stone, and it turns out that I didn't have enough stone. How about we make a deal? Okay, we're going to make a deal. Let me go into game mode C, so we can make this deal, put all my very important stuff in here. Everything else is not very important. But, see the shulker here? I will sacrifice even the shulker itself for some stone. Also, something touched my back and hopefully it wasn't a spider. Ooh, scared the life at me. Sorry, I was just scratching my back there on the chair to make sure it wasn't. Okay, I will sacrifice even the shulker itself with all of these and very important stuff like this. Old root, I need that for the magic stuff. I need all these for the magic stuff. And I need, you know, the sand, that sandstone for, you know, sandstone builds. I need that ladder, I need the cobble. Yeah, I need all of this stuff. Even if it doesn't look like much, that is a pretty good amount of stuff that I actually need. Like oak leaves, I need that for builds. But I will sacrifice all this for stone bricks. So here I go. Wait. Get out of here. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? I just made a mistake there, so sorry. I thought it was just floating blocks from the explosion, but you know, it turned out it's very important blocks. Let's see, I will chuck as much as that possible on the ground. Let me go up a little bit higher. Okay, I will be sacrificing all of my items. Well, not items, not all of the items on me. I sacrifice all the items in the red shulker box for stone. Now this is a pretty good deal, and I will even sacrifice a bunch of the carpets from the green shulker box to satisfy you with this deal. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, this seems like a pretty good deal. Let's see. And also I burn the carpets for you. Okay. Nah, a little bit more. Make it worth it for that shulker box. I don't even have much shulker boxes. And here we go, we're in survival. I will place down this shulker box right here. Where's my orange one? And I will pick up some of this. I will even go like that. 1 second. Nah, I didn't say that. I say these. I will even sacrifice a bit of redstone. I need that for, what do you call it? What's it called again? And I keep the pink wool. Okay, I need that for automated stuff, because we don't actually have much redstone. We may mine a bunch of redstone, but we don't actually have a bunch of redstone. I'll even sacrifice a stack of gravel. That is like so much valuables there. Even that stone. There we go. That is a deal worth made. Wait. Where did all the stone bricks go? Is it on me? I think the stone bricks are on me. Well, that seems like a pretty good deal. I even sacrificed my shulker box. That's very valuable to me. We no longer have the traffic light shulker boxes. Wait, where is my orange shulker box? Let's see. Where's my orange shulker box? Wait, did I burn my orange shulker box? So much resources in that shulker box. No, wait, did I put it in my backpack? No. Where did my shulker box go? The orange one. Oh, wait, maybe I put it down somewhere. Ah, there it is. Oh, I was about to have a heart attack there. Oh, I thought we had lost our orange shulker box there. Now, we got rid of the red shulker box. We no longer have the rainbow shulker, well, not rainbow shulker boxes. We no longer have, you know what, I sacrifice that too. I could use that for something. Let's see. But we continue on with this build as fast as possible because I want to get it done today. And maybe try and record something else. Let's see. Just checking something. Okay. Now we can continue. Yeah, that should be perfectly fine. Let's see. That's going quite fast. Efficiency here. Yeah, that's where it's supposed to be. I thought I'd made a mistake there. No, it's just my, you know, thinking that I was on the 3x3 area. Let's see. Yeah, but that should be fine. Break my orange shulker box, and we keep on going. Let's see. You know, we kind of just regained a bunch of the stuff that we actually lost from the, you know, explosion. So kind of, we never really actually gained anything. But, you know, the items. Let's see. But hopefully that sacrifice of my shulker box, that's very expensive. You know, I should make a shulker farm. What would you say about me making a shulker farm? I don't actually know how to make one, but can you make one in 1.12.2? I don't know. But it is worth a, you know, try. Okay, I need to steal all of this, grab my green one. Okay, let's see. Okay, magenta stained glass. And place that there. Oh, I lost a stone brick there. Yeah, I lost a stone brick from that. Okay, we break this. And that should be that repaired. And now I can go along here and quickly fill all this in. Okay, I will be lighting this up as we go, because I don't want any mobs spawning up here, and I do want to make that walkway idea, because wait. Aha! I remember now. In my dream, there was also a stone walkway area, and I remember it quite well now. That way, I had this idea, and it was, you know, jungle wood, and the thing, you know, that bit that was just over there that I said would be a good platform. Well, I just remembered I did dream about that, in the, you know, dream that I was talking about with the big ring. So, I think we should do that. We follow the dream. The dream leads us to victory. Let's see. But we kind of just do that. Let's see. I think it'd be, you know, pretty nice. Who would want to be walking around this big circle? Wait, that does mean I can just grab a bunch of stone bricks back. I want it. Pass it. Yes. Fine. Yeah, nothing else around here that's going to attack me. Hello there. Good stuff. Get away from me. Aha, you can't touch me now. Aha. Get off of this platform. This platform is only reserved for people only. Get here. Okay, let's see. You know, I do really like the idea of walking around it. It's like a... I do really like the idea of walking around on the top of the ring. I think that could be a very cool idea. Problem is, wood very expensive. Hey mate, you want to fight me? Oh, so sorry. Did not mean to hurt you there. I'm fighting mobs with my fist. I have become the greatest puncher of the fist ever. Let's see. Yeah, I would say this is looking pretty good. Okay, let's see. I do need to think about wood now. Problem is, I do not have any jungle wood. So I may have to scrap that idea. But does... well, not scrap the idea. Recycle the idea. And I'll probably just keep the roof open then. Problem is, trying to pick stuff up from a high height is not very good in Minecraft. So... grab that. Need to repair my pickaxe now. My silk touch one. Oh. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is actually working out quite well. We're getting some of the resources backwards. Okay, that should work. And I grabbed the rest of the stone bricks that are on top off camera, maybe. It does mean that we can actually finish this project today. We do need to do the final touches, like the walkway on top of the ring. But maybe I could add a little bit under the ring to make it look more roundish, like that maybe. I think that could be a pretty good idea. How does this look? If I did that across it... nah, I'm going to do the walkway on top of the ring. I think on the bottom, yeah, that's what I was trying to mean. On the bottom of this, we could do that. Could make the ring look a little bit more rounder. And probably better, I would say. Let's see. Okay. Like that. Okay, how's this going to go? So, if I was to go like this... nah, not that way. How about that height? How tall is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks tall. I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll do. And then we go all the way over. This should be big enough for the ring. Well, not ring. This should be big enough for what is necessary. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So if I go 20 blocks this way, so that's 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. That is as long as the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. That side is also 20, so this is now 40 blocks wide. And we need to make the walkway bit here. Just realised that. Yeah, it should go downwards here. I can't reach that. Okay, also I'm quite sweating, so I'm going to take a drink of water. You know what, we don't have to get this done for New Year's, huh? Yeah. Okay. So I just realised that I also bit my lip a while ago. Well, my gum. Whatever you call it. Let's see. New, it goes like that. Come on. New. Wanted you in my inventory. And put that there. That'll be the bricks. Okay. I think that might actually work. Okay, let's see. Sorry, my mouse got trapped under my keyboard there. That should be wide enough. Never would have found that gravel there if it wasn't for mining out this place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Wait, it'll be 20 because that bit's 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And do the same this way. Okay, this is actually working out quite well. I'm starting to see a good, thing here. Problem is, are we going to follow the same design as we used last time, or are we got to, change it up a little bit? Don't know. I think I might actually go with like the zigzags, but all the way up. Nah, that won't work. Longer stretches of the lanes. 4, 4 blocks or 3 blocks tall. That might work. Okay, break all of this. It's very useful materials that are being wasted here. Grab my axe. Okay, let's see. That actually... Yeah, this is actually going quite well. We do need to do the ring over that side. And I do think... We are running out of time though. How about we make a deal? I won't finish this bit when I end the episode soon. But I will start doing the other side's ring part just to get over with. How does that seem? It seems like a pretty good deal. It means you don't have to watch me do the last bit of the ring. But it doesn't mean that it's actually completed, because it's only completed when I... what do you call it? It's only completed when I, do this bit, because this is a very important bit of the ring. The other bits that are, the floating bits aren't really important, but they are to, doing the ring shape. Let's see. Break that. Okay. I think that should be us for today. But I could do a little bit of the side here. No, I wanted that to be there. I could actually make the ring bit. How does that look to use? I think that looks pretty good. It kind of reminds me of home, because we did this a lot for the home area. Let's see. Break that and place that there. Yeah, I do think I will actually make the ring part go all the way around. Sorry about that. Let's see. But I guess we have run out of time for today. But hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Let me break this a second. And this bit over here. Have a nice day, stay, have toasty apple, maybe even some oranges, and keep up the vitamins. Very, very important. Have a nice day, stay, have toasty apple, maybe even some oranges, and keep up the vitamins. Very, very important. And bye. See you next time. Have a nice day. See you. Bye bye.